Did we chop off the child's leg? That is not good at all. Okay, so we've got here Kyrie Eagleson. She's good with animals, social. She's an okay shot. Okay, she's not terrible. We have Glacia Corey. Oof, she cannot do any combat. Body modder. She can do construction and mining, and she's social crafting. She'll be very useful, but it's a shame she can't do any combat. And then we have Zoya Whittaker, who is a good crafter, artist, and social, decent medic, and can fight. Okay, I mean, all things considered, not terrible. I just realized that we don't actually have a plant person or a cook, so that might be an issue. My plan was to settle up here and dig into the mountain. I was gonna have this for our little potato farm, and then this area here as our offensive. I'm not gonna call it a kill box, but it kind of resembles a kill box right now. I'm gonna get our research bench down here, and we're gonna research, see what do we got. Fishing is useless. Advanced lights is probably the least useless here, so we're gonna take that. It's also low research points, so they'll be done with it quickly. You know, I say that actually, never mind. No one here can research. Our highest research level is level 2. We got an exotic goods trader. I think what we'll do is we'll set up a little farm with the cows and then sell our yak. So I'm actually going to start growing some hay grass just out here so that they're not eating into our supply of food. You got a transport pod crash. He's from the, what are these people? The space traders, I believe? Yeah, the orbital traders. Okay. I don't actually know if they come and attack you, so I'm just going to rescue them. I don't know if they come and attack you if you become hostile with them. And two of us immediately got the flu. Not a good sign. Right, these names are fine. The Southern Stway, and our settlement is called Texan. Here we got our first raid here from Itakin. Yep, we're good. We're not going to recruit anybody that's not a baseliner this run, because I just like baseliners the most out of all the xenotypes. Okay, we got another raid from some Itakin. It's one very green furry beast. Only has an axe, so again, we should be okay. Yep, and he died at the exact same spot that his friends did. We got another raid here from some Neanderthals. There's a lot of rocks in the way, so I don't think she'll be able to hit anyone here. Okay, she got one hit off. This is really bad. Okay, how can we do this? We can put you here, and you here. Even if she can't do combat, she can still tank for them, so it's not terrible. Okay, that's terrible though. The fact that she cannot shoot at him there. Okay, we downed one. She's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have to drag you back one more, just so they have the ability to shoot at them. I think we just rescue Asia and then tend to her, and we should be okay. Because Zoya just got like clubbed. She didn't really get any serious injuries. Glacia did though, but she bought us some time. Okay, we immediately get another raid from Itakin. It's one guy with a knife. He's gonna come over here through this side. I think I wait back here just to get a clear shot on him. Well, that's really bad. Okay, that was the fastest sad wanderer I've ever seen. Okay, she is burning all of our potatoes though. And Glacia has an infection. It's almost out. Okay, now she can come tend to Glacia. Just 28% tend quality is really bad. Okay, we got a 37% tend quality on that. I think she should be okay. Okay, we got our first couple of potatoes in. The main difficulty is just getting that first harvest in. Or we've got another raid from Itakin again. We got really close because our people can't really aim. Like, our highest aim is 5, and she was shooting it in the dark, at the darkness. We need to get these walls up so that the wildlife stops eating our potatoes. Zoya's gone berserk. She's gonna go beat up the camel, looks like. Just don't want my cows to die. I'm gonna make Carrie... Okay, never mind, she's fine. We got a little baby cow and our windmill set up alongside a stove. Finally got the outer wall finished as well. We got the quest ship to the stars. Again, I'm gonna leave this on the back burner. I think this is honestly what we might go for. We finished the research on advanced lights. I went ahead and removed semi-random research because I wanted to get to gunsmithing as soon as possible. And the problem with semi-random research is that our fate is kind of left up to RNG, and I get that that's the point, but due to the difficulty of this run, I feel like turning it off is only fair. I'm going to go ahead and make Glacia our moral guide. Since she can't do any combat, at least she can be useful with her 12 social. She's also very good at construction, mining, and some crafting. We've got a quest here for keeping someone at our base for 24 days. We can get Chris. He's a 41-year-old sanguine bloodlust, crafting intellectual. I mean, he's very good. I think I'll take this just to start getting our pawns in. But it looks like Red can actually do some work for us while she's here, so that's nice. I'm going to start expanding into the mountain here because, I mean, while Red is here, she can do the mining. She has 12 mining. Additionally, we can also make this into our little defensive zone, because this is quite a nice funnel, and at the same time we could also reinforce this wall up here. We've got a raid from some wasters. Oh, it's pirates. Okay, just some pirates? And they're not. Wait, what are the odds of that happening? This is from the waster faction, and we got a hussar and a genie. Okay, that's one down. He did get 2 grenades off, but thankfully they're only gas, so we can easily move out of the way. I'm going to send Red over here to melee the Hussar over here, and I'm going to send Zoya to help. Glacia and Kyrie both have food poisoning right now. Red should be okay. She's decent at melee. I'm also going to go ahead and make a nutrient paste dispenser because we don't really have a cook right now. So I'm trying to avoid all the food poisoning. We're also going to set up some stools and a table because I'm trying to avoid what happened last run and where everyone just kind of went crazy, and that's kind of why I lost. I think I'm going to go ahead and block off this door over here because it's kind of just a liability waiting for them to break through this door and flank us. We've got another raid here from some Itakin, looks like. It's 5 of them total. One of them has a gun, and then they have frag grenades and some armor by the looks of it. I think what I'm going to do, actually, is send Kyrie out here and have her try to snipe a few of them before they get here, because they don't have any long-range weapons, and there are 6 of them, actually. I miscounted. I'm going to move her a little closer here. It's because she's not the best shot. She only has 5. I'm worried about this guy with the gun. Yeah. That's the problem. As long as he doesn't catch up to us, we should be okay. Okay, we down the guy with the gun. That's really good because he's a really good shot. Next, I'm going to target the guy with the frag grenades. Okay, he does have a bit of armor though, so we're going to fall back a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, we only hit his vest, so that's going to be an issue. I think what we do here is bring Zoya over here, and I want Red to be at the corner. I want Kyrie to be in here. I don't want the guy with the frag grenades to throw them at us when we can't shoot at him. So we'll just try to hold this open for now. And we'll have Zoya supporting. Oh, we can't do that. The problem is now that we can't hold that here, this guy's going to throw the grenades into our little pillbox here. If we have Red melee him. Oh, that's a frag. That's really bad. Okay, but I think we do have a melee lock now, though. I'm hoping? Yes, we do. Okay, good. And they're fleeing. Okay, Red really saved us there. So we gotta make sure to tend her as soon as possible. I'm also gonna have Kyrie strip the person with the armor, just so we can take that vest, if it's any good still. Yeah, this guy can go bleed out someplace else, please. Alright, that was a close one. That happened because we weren't able to deal with the guy with the grenades fast enough. Otherwise, it would have gone much smoother. Got another raid here from Wasters again, and they're landing right on top of us. Fortunately, they are landing by the embrasures. So I think one's landing right there. Yeah, one is landing right there. Okay, so what we can do is run Red up here, make sure this door closes, move Zoya up with her revolver. She does not have it loaded because she did not pick up the ammo for some reason. Oh, Kyrie is in a bad spot. I did not realize Kyrie was outside. And then make sure that she reloads her pistol. All right, that's one down. They are going to chase Kyrie. One of them has a shotgun. He has buckshot, so that's really worrying. I think they are just going to chase her though, which sucks. Yeah, she's not going to be able to get that shot off. If she can just lead them in a loop, and then I should have been doing that from the beginning. If she can just lead them around this cliff here, we should be able to get her out safely. Ooh, she's getting flanked though. Yeah, that's a problem. So the issue is that what are they doing right now? They're going back to the base, I think? Okay, I think they're going back to the base. What we can do here is we can actually just melee block this guy because he won't be able to peek around the corner fast enough, and Red should just be able to shoot him. Okay, that's a problem. We peeked around before he was melee locked, so that got her shot twice. She actually has a shrapnel scar, did not realize that. Okay, next guy we have to worry about is the guy with the shotgun. He's hit once though. Okay, we downed him. That's good. Right, we should be okay. We really need to get to those guns as soon as possible. And armor. Which reminds me, I'm going to change this out to start growing a little bit of cotton. We got hydroponics finished. That's actually really helpful because I think we have a 50 out of 60 growing period in this tile. Yeah, 50 out of 60 days. So having hydroponics will be really nice for growing something like heel root or some cotton that we need. We can't grow heel root yet, so I think I'm just going to settle for a little bit more cotton. We finished gunpowder. That just means that we need to finish machining, and then we can get onto gunsmithing. I'm going to set up a little trap hallway here because pretty soon we won't have enough people to deal with the amount of raiders that are going to be sent towards us. We're going to start reinstalling all the beds into this room, into the mountain, just so that everyone's in a little better mood. This room will eventually turn to the hospital because it's right next to the entrance, and I plan on having the actual line of defense here instead of over here. So we're going to move that back a little bit, and then this is going to be the hospital, but for now it can just be the barracks. Right across from here, I think we're going to make the rec room in this area here. I think I also want there to be the dining room right next to the to the rec room. I'm gonna dig it out like here. Not too big, just 7 by 7. That way, maybe the kitchen can be on this side, or maybe over here, and then it leads directly to this hallway, and the hallway can be left open. And then we could have weapons and armor in some room here. We got the strange signals notification. It just means that from now on, our next raids have the potential to be mechanoid raids. And we've completed that quest, and then we now have Chris, who can fight, and I'm actually going to give him the shotgun for now, with some buckshot, and he can also research, which is going to be very useful here. Oh, and he already started out as our ideology. That's really nice. Having second thoughts about leaving this wall closed, I think I'm just going to double up the door, and then hope it holds long enough. Speaking of raiders, we have some imps. They're attacking immediately. It would have been kind of nice if that granite meteor had crushed one of them, but it's fine. The first couple should just die to the traps here. I'm going to move Glacia here, just so that she can melee block for us. You know, that's really bad that the guy with the shotgun got through. It's a tough pawn. I have buckshot as well. That's really bad. I'm going to see if I can have Kairi shoot at the one with the shotgun. If that doesn't down her, we're gonna lose this fight. Yeah. Alright, well that was terrible. Gonna have you rescue Chris. Okay, one of them are fleeing. I think she's out of ammo, yeah. Let's just fall back. No need to die here. Okay, that's terrible. If we could extinguish them before they catch everything else on fire. Okay, Kairi's no longer on fire. Glacia is on fire though. We can extinguish her. You should probably pick up this medicine. Okay, Glacia is no longer on fire. We're going to have to open up this wall back here, just so that we don't overheat in here. You need to start beating this fire out. Door is still 56. I'm gonna have you stabilize Chris with the medicine I gave you. Okay, looks like the fire's out now. That is such a silly way, because of how consciousness works in this game. It's such a silly way for Chris to die. It's a shame. I'm gonna have you reload before you peek this. Okay, we downed another. This is just breaking our door down. I don't have any medicine and we have a lot of burns, so that might be an issue. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate that this pawn was the one with the shotgun head tough, because otherwise she would have gone down to those traps and this wouldn't have happened. We do have some herbal medicine to do some basic tending, I suppose. We have a bulk goods trader. Hopefully he has a little bit of medicine we could buy. I actually don't have any medicine. That kind of sucks. I will instead just buy a couple components then. Can never have too many of those. We're gonna go ahead and have the funeral for Chris. It's a shame he died so early. He'd been really, really helpful. We finished machining, so that means we can finally start working on gunsmithing, which will then allow us to work on flak armor right after that. So if we can get that off, I think we'll actually survive the early game here. Finally have our defenses set up again, and let's hope that the next raid is a little easier than that last one. We've got a transport pod crash. It's a relationship. It is Zoya's sister. Oh, it's a genie though. She's from the Empire. I think what I'm gonna do is reject this, but then go rescue her anyway, just so that Zoya doesn't have that negative mood effect. We've got another raid from Pigskins. They're dropping right on top of us again. See, that's a problem because the Pigskins usually have grenades, and I see at least 3. So what I think I'll try to do is just send her outside. It's quite a few of them. They're definitely going to set off just an enormous explosion in the building here, so I think I'm just going to evacuate everyone. Okay, there's one guy with a grenade launcher, and there's some concussion grenades there. How have they not had any friendly fire so far? There's not any way I could easily shoot them. Oh, that's a bad idea. He's just walked into his own concussion grenade. Okay. Oh, and now this guy's firing his grenade launcher. Honestly, so far so good. I hope I don't regret those words. I'm gonna walk her in here. This guy's far enough away. I'm gonna walk her in here and have her throw a grenade at the guy with the grenade launcher. Right there on that grenade pile, and then we're gonna fall back. I think that dealt with the guy with the grenade launcher. It did. There's a couple more here. I think what we're going to try to do is open this door slightly and then have Kairi throw a grenade in through it. Have her fall back. Check the grenade here. Here she can't. Oh, it's probably too close, right? Wait, don't do that. Yeah, it's definitely too close. Okay, how do I want to do this then? Because I'm worried that they're just going to get shot as soon as we open this door. Because this guy has armor. Bone Grind here has a vest on, so he's not going to go down in a buckshot. This guy will probably go down in a buckshot. I'll swap sides here. We're going to have you set to the snapshot there. I'm going to open this. See, there you go. That's one down. And now we're going to wait for this guy to walk away. And then we're going to have Kairi come melee him. And now he's down. There's another one over here then. Let's reload the shotgun. I'm gonna go over here and have Glacia strip everyone just so that we can get a little more clothing. Maybe some armor as well. This guy has no armor, but he does have... Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so we survived. I'm actually gonna not rebuild all of this. I'm just going to move everything into the mountain now. All right, well, we survived that. It wasn't too terrible. They did break a lot of our things, but it could have been worse. They could have broken our spines, but instead they only broke our horseshoe pin. I'm going to set up a temporary storage over here just so that we can move the things out of the room there. We also got a grenade launcher with probably 12 or 18 extra grenades, somewhere around that. It is high explosive dual purpose, so it's decent anti-tank. We got a manhunter pack. This should be okay as long as we don't leave base, because I'd rather not waste any ammo right now. There's no point in risking it, considering we have only 2 colonists that can actually fight right now. Yeah, that's 12 iguanas. I'd rather not. They're going to set up these traps, unfortunately, but there's not much we can do about that. For future, I guess we could put a barricade here, just so that the animals don't wander in here. Looks like they aren't setting up the traps, so I figured they'd walk in here and just hang out in here, but I guess not. As soon as I say that. We've got a raid from Pigskins. Quite a few of them. It's 8 in total. There are some iguanas outside, and there are also some Thrumbo. I'm wondering, here's my plan here, or what I'm hoping is going to happen. I'm hoping that one of them tries to attack the Thrumbo, or attack the iguanas, and accidentally hits the Thrumbo, and makes the manhunter. And that Thrumbo should be able to deal with most of them. Okay, what if I do it myself then? Oh, they might also throw explosives at this door, and they don't. My plan is here to shoot the Thrumbo, and then make it go manhunter, and then fall back. There we go. So now we just run away. Okay, that's a problem. The door did not close in time. Okay, so Kyrie is going to get downed. And I think Zoya and Glacia just run. No way, the door closed. Okay, we're gonna all hide in here, because that door is not going to hold, and we're gonna hide in here and pray. That's our plan for right now. I'm hoping this Thrumbo turns around and goes and fights the Pigskins, but there are quite a few doors between them and it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just assemble this. Okay, it's not leaving. Actually, it's coming back. Oh, I don't know where it's going. It's freaking me out though. We're gonna have Lucia make that wall, just in case it comes and attacks this door. And then we're just gonna go to bed, and we're gonna hope that we wake up to a better situation than what's happening right now. Looks like they're kind of killing themselves though with their grenades. They're just kind of smashing up the walls at the moment and setting my hay grass on fire. I'm so devastated. Okay, this guy's almost broken this wall, which means they're all gonna die to this Thrumbo in a second. As soon as this wall is broken, I think it's gonna pathfind. Yep, there we go. So now, the Thrumbo should just be able to deal with all of them, unless this guy comes and ruins our day again. Please don't throw a grenade at anything. Appreciate that. So the problem is our farm is on fire now, and we can't really go out there without dying, because as soon as we leave our house with this room, the Thrumbo is going to lock onto us. So I think we're just going to have to let that stuff burn, unfortunately. It's not too bad. We lost the wind turbine. Okay, that's not terrible. Looks like the Thrumbo are leaving now as well. Perfect. Nice. Okay, well, that didn't go quite exactly to plan. Well, it didn't go to plan at all, actually. It was almost a disaster, but in the end we prevailed. We got a forced approach from the Empire for Natalia. She's good at shooting, good at mining, good at plants. We do need all of these things. And then they'll get attacked by Pigskins. See, I don't know if we can actually defend against this. They do have 1 cataphract. I mean, look, what's the worst that could happen, right? We get some loot and we fail the quest. Surely this doesn't go terribly. Yeah, they landed, and we have 1 cataphract with a minigun. I mean, look, if he can't defend those 3 guys, how are we gonna help, you know? If he can't do it, how could we? Okay, here they come. I mean, it's 4 guys with shotguns. Surely he's fine, right? We can even have Coyote over here to help him out a little bit. I hope there's no friendly fire. See, it's not really my fault if this guy doesn't do his job now, is it? Looks like they're alive. Yeah, they're fine. See? Totally didn't almost fail the quest. It would have been this girl's fault, okay? It would have been Zoe's fault if we failed. And just like that, that's the freest colonist we've ever gotten. I hope this one lasts a little longer than our last colonist. She can shoot though, so that's really good. And we're gonna have her doing planting and mining. She can also cook a little better, so I suppose she can do that as well. Oh, and she's also our ideology. It's really lucky. We got some alpacas. I think I'm just gonna slaughter them except for 1. We could use them as a pack animal if we need to trade with anyone, but we're kind of far away. We still use it to maybe raid these places here, so we can keep them. We have the food. Do we? We do. We have some food. Maybe not, actually. I think we're just gonna slaughter all of them. That's a lot of bodies so far. Okay, we got gunsmithing finished finally. I think we're gonna grab batteries before we go for flak armor. Right after batteries, we're gonna go directly for flak armor. We got a transport bug crash. Man, she can't do violence, even if she's a good doctor. Like, if I didn't already have colonists that couldn't do violence, I'd take her, but yeah, I'm sorry. We can't. Okay. Until you got struck by lightning. That's really unfortunate. You know, I lied. I think since we just finished batteries, I'm actually going to grab pemmican because our cows are fully grown and we're going to start getting a lot of meat here soon. So I think I'm just going to grab pemmican before flak armor. We've got a raid here from Wasters, looks like. It's from multiple angles, close range weapons, looks of it. Yeah. Okay. What is my plan here?